Good evening, class. Welcome to Asian American History class, aka Let's do a roll call here. Sarah Jonah LL Anza.
Here. It's Joanna Lanza, though.
Stop playing with me. I'm not stupid. Like, you think you're trying to like come up with Joanna Lanza? Like, no. Jonah LL Anza. Sarah Taeju Kim. Here. Okay. Today's the lesson of the day. Vincent Chin. Does anyone here know anything about Vincent Chin? No one raise hands? Alright, fine, I'll pick for you. Oh, okay, we have a volunteer.
Is it about this Asian?
Please come to the front. Now tell your classmates.
Isn't this about an Asian guy who got beat by two white guys by bat, and then it created chaos in the Asian community?
That is correct. Anyone else? Hey, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Vincent, wake up.
Where am I?
Vincent.
Vincent Chin? Me?
Yeah, you're Vincent Chin. Look, we have trouble.
Yo, it's people like you who's doing our jobs.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you. That's it. That's it.
Vincent, we gotta go. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, let's go.
Wake up. Wake up. Tell me something about Vincent Chin.
Vincent Chin? Well, he was killed by Ronald Evans and Michael Nitz on June 23rd, 1982, which people believe it was racially motivated. Evans and Nitz were white people who murdered Chin with a bat in front of a old McDonald's, where no one helped him till the last minute.
Good job. That is true. That is true. Okay, I'm gonna explain more into the Vincent Chin case. Order in the court. Order in the court.
Huh? Did I fall asleep again? Where am I?
Hey, you, mister. Please remain silent in the court.
I'm sorry.
Michael Nitz, you plead guilty to killing Vincent Chin.
I plead guilty.
Very well. Due to your clean background, I will give you 3 years of probation, and you will be fined $3,000, and you would have to pay $780 in court costs. And you're free to go.
Go.
Ronald Evans, do you plead guilty to killing Vincent Chin?
Guilty.
Then you will have 3 years of probation, and you will also be fined $3,000 and $280 in court fees. Go. Hello, Anza. Wake this guy up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake him up. Don't just.
Wake up.
Young man, this is class. This is no time to sleep. Look, let's get some sunlight in here. Oh, look at that sunlight. Okay. Back to the class discussion. Okay, class. Let's do a little recap. Taeju, lead the recap.
So Evans and Nitz got a 3-year probation, and they had to pay for bail and court fees, and they were free to go.
Right. Why is this important?
it's important because it created an outrage in the Asian community, and then Asian people especially, want to fight for the rights and the government.
Correct. Does anyone know how other Americans saw this Vincent Chin case?
People believe that there's nothing wrong with the situation since Mitz had a really good background and he was just a good worker. So they believe Vincent Chin did on purpose, it was his fault, and then they just wanted to do for protection, basically.
Now here are a few clips of white Americans' interviews.
They're really good people, and it could happen to anybody. You know, it could happen to my husband, it could happen to anybody in my family. It's just one of those things.
I think the media really kind of blew it out of proportion, in my opinion. I think that somehow the media found out that Ron worked for Chrysler and jumped off on that and made it a racial thing because they're not like that.
Now, can anyone tell me how Asians saw this view?
The Asian American community believed that it was unfair for Vincent Chin's death because the judge only gave 3 years of probation for killing Vincent Chin. It was very unfair in my opinion because these men should have received a harsher punishment because they murdered a man. At the end of the day, they murdered him because they thought he was Japanese, and Americans placed their anger on Japanese people due to how Japanese cars affected the economy, and this further shows how Asians were mistreated in history as a result of racism.
It's very well said, Taejun. Here are a few clips of the Asian American interviews.
Nobody ever looked at this case carefully until ACJ and the Asian community stepped in. We began to investigate. Then the news media began to investigate too.
You just don't walk away after you've killed a man. I don't care for what reason, whether it was a drunken brawl or whether it was for racial means or whatever. You just don't absolutely go and beat a man to death with a baseball bat.
Could you tell me why it's important that people know about the whole Vincent Chin incident?
Yeah, it's important to know about it because it could prevent similar incidents from happening again in the future and to bring awareness to the mistreatment of Asian Americans and inform people about the history of Asian Americans, as not too many people know about this. Also, it's to learn about Asian Americans from being mistreated and come with a solution to prevent this from happening again.
Very good. Thank you guys for your responses. So back to the discussion. The public's reaction was one of the most important factors in the incident of killing Vincent Chin. It allowed several diverse groups such as churches, synagogues, and black activist groups to protest against the judge's Ivan Cuckman's sentencing because, it just wasn't fair for him to let two men get away with murder. This uproar was significant because it allowed for the first ever federal civil rights trial for Asian Americans in history. Okay, class, that seems like all the time we have left, so you may be dismissed.
We have a famous TikTok star. He's doing his most video. The video went out.
Project. Hi, welcome to our video project, aka Asian American History.
Hi guys, welcome to our Asian American History video project.
AKA
AKA Since they don't want to do the mukbang with me, I'm gonna do it by myself. So I'm eating bull pop. It's beef with lettuce. I don't know, but I added sriracha mayo, teriyaki sauce. I like mine, it's pretty good.